The boys are back in town. Welcome back to the
Skiwo.
MWA official podcast. I am one of your three co-hosts, Jonathan Colt, the last of a dying breed. And I'm here with my other co-host, Dobby, the last Bastion. Dobby, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Colt. We had a fantastic show last night, and I'm very excited to get to talk about it today. As you can see,
Unfortunately,
we are
yeah,
missing our
Jacob's
buddy
not fucking
Jacob.
here.
I love that, my buddy. I miss Jacob.
I miss Jacob too,
Um,
but yeah, we
got
got
the
some
boys
promos.
though.
We got promos.
Hell yeah, we do. We got 4 of them, I believe. So let's just get straight into it. The first one, the Doppel promo. This is in response to Schiff and everything on the show last week. And it sees Doppel at their junkyard after Schiff threatened to harm Doppel's family. I believe was the premise of last week. So obviously we see Doppel. They come out the garage or garage, and they basically just have this like very passionate promo towards Schiff. They pull out a gun and point it. And the funny thing is, in kayfabe, I was recording it. So Doppel was pointing a gun at Dobby in kayfabe.
Oh man, that's
Yeah,
definitely not gonna lead to anything in the future. Am I right? Am I right? Not definitely not gonna lead to anything in the future. Not gonna be used for anything. Not gonna be called back on when something specific happens. Am I right, Dobby? Am I right?
I
Am
sure
I
as hell
right,
hope I don't
Dobby?
get shot, because that would be really sad. That would be a very, very weird heel turn if I just got shot.
Yeah, that's how you
But
retire. You die the same way
yeah, just got
Jasper
fucking
did.
killed.
Blunt force trauma.
I got hit the same emote for him as well. No, but yeah, I really enjoyed this promo. I love Doppel promos. This was like it was a pretty like run of the mill promo. Like there wasn't a lot of big cinematography or nothing like that. It was like a one take thing. I did like the garage door moving up though. That was cool. Um, yeah, it was just a good promo by Doppel. It was a fun little response for what Schiff said on the show last week in when he hacked into the show and sort of cut that little promo on Doppel. Said he'd harm them and their family. And yeah, it led on to what we're going to discuss a little bit later on, because there was a few interlinks with this promo and the story that we saw on the show. But yeah, I enjoyed this promo. I don't have too much else to say on it. But yeah, what did you think of this one, Colt?
I thought it was good. I liked it. The visual of Doppel holding a gun is very funny to me. So
Yeah,
I really enjoyed it, but I'm very excited for Doppel and Schiff. I think that's the match at Heatwave that they're going for. I'm very excited for
yeah.
that. I'm very glad Schiff is like in the world title picture right now. I think the work he's put in with the TV title, like we'll talk about it more later, but I mean like the work he put in with the television championship and making it unique. I think it's a well deserved world title shot, and I believe it's his first world title shot. I believe the spotlight title.
That sounds right. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't. It's like I think this might be his first title shot outside of like the TV title. I don't remember because he was in a national tournament, but he didn't make it through to
he made it to
the
the
actual like
finals.
title match. He made it to the finals, but he didn't actually get the match. But like
Yeah,
this is like a big step up for him, and I'm very excited to see sort of how he's been doing great in like the promos and stuff. I'm just excited to see how he holds up, and I think him and Duff will have like a really good match, and I'm very excited to see how that match goes.
I agree.
Um, but yeah, I don't have anything else to add. Do you have anything to add before we get on to our next promo here?
Nothing to add. Let's go on to Tarah Guppy.
Era. I actually don't remember this one. I more so remember the tweet, which I want to bring up in a minute. So I actually this was a teaser for. Was it the one that she posted earlier, or was this like the tweet? I genuinely can't remember this one. It's the only one I can't remember.
It, I'm gonna be so
You
honest with
also
you.
don't know.
It's just a bunch of text on screen. It's just a
Yeah.
bunch of fucking text. Like the word teaser makes me think like this is probably gonna be like some kind of like Gut Odyssey episode.
Yeah.
Maybe for something bigger. Like we'll probably see this in like another like big promo that Tarah might do.
Yeah.
Maybe she's just like behind the scenes, like doing a little black magic, doing
Yeah.
all her witchcraft to get another Gup Odyssey episode out. But I mean, from what I
Mm.
saw in the teaser, I remember it, being pretty Terra promos always kind of like make your skin crawl, kind of leave that chill down your spine. So I think she's accomplishing just that, and I think it's doing real well. I don't really have nothing else to
Yeah.
say about this other than if this is leading to something big, then I'm very excited to see what this big episode, this another big episode of Terra's fucked up state of mind will be. I'm very excited to see what that'll be because we've already said on the pod multiple times like i- anything that Terra makes at this point, like I'm sitting here and I'm fucking waiting for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. I just looked at the title as well. It says the 22nd of August, which is the upcoming Friday. As we're recording this, not the one that's just gone, obviously. So presumably this is like we said, a teaser to the like the next Cup Odyssey. And I think if you look in the thumbnail as well, it says is family important to you, which has been like a big story beat of what Terra and Hironaka have been doing recently. Obviously, Terra doxed Hironaka on Twitter. Showed his family. I think Vinny literally just tweeted as I fucking said that. That's
Oh my
crazy.
god, he fucking did.
That was crazy. I was looking at Twitter chat and I just saw a Vinny message appear. Anyway, yeah, Tara put out a tweet after. Was it last Unleash or the most recent one? It was last one, right?
Pretty sure. Yeah, maybe. I think.
Yeah, it was it was the last one. So yeah, she put out this thing, and it was as we went on to learn, that was Hironaka's family home. And Hironaka has flown back to Japan as of Unleashed. We saw him at the airport in the cold open, which we'll get to in a little bit. And he's back in Japan to go check on his family because God knows what Terra would or has done to them. But yeah, I now that I like realize, obviously I knew it was a teaser, but like now I know it's probably leading to something that ties into that. I'm even more excited to see what we get come Friday. And I actually like have very much enjoyed this, especially this portion of Divinity and Terra Feud. Like the one before, it was solid, but I think after the 12-year show, I think everything they've done so far has been really intriguing, and I really like the angle they're taking with this feud.
I agree.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think I have too much else to add. Do we want to get on to the next thing?
Let's get on to my favorite
Um,
promo of the week.
do you want to be the one? I know you love reading shit like
Yeah,
this out,
I'm
so do
I'm
you
gonna
want
read
to
this.
read
I'm
this
gonna read
out?
this in my special reading voice. So I'm
Beautiful.
gonna take the stage here. Breaking. Current MWA superstar and former NFL Super Bowl champion Jacob Cage was arrested earlier today in Jacksonville, Florida after an incident in a shopping center water fountain. Bystanders say Cage left an Applebee's around 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and was visibly seen staggering around and begging customers for drinks. Cage then began ripping his clothes off and claiming that his skin was on fire before he dove into the water fountain. Jacksonville PD swiftly arrived to the scene and apprehended Cage. This isn't the first public incident Cage has had, though, as he's faced public intoxication charges in Boston and was arrested in an incident involving Charlotte Flair last November. It's hard to separate character from the real person, but Cage's unhealthy relationship with alcohol is starting to impede his real life duties and some start to wonder how long until the MWC takes action. MWON will keep you updated on the situation, and we are awaiting comments from MWC board members. Also on MWON, UXW blames the video games for the violence, reaches record pay-per-view buys. All fucking
Yeah.
20 of them.
Whoa.
AVLL to relaunch stores in upcoming months. Cheesy
Hell
Ash
yeah.
makes appearance as Smash Man in final show at NXW Arena, and Shift Head seen
Oh,
stalking in
shit.
Florida.
Yeah, that one sounds about right. Um, not to unpack here.
Yeah.
First of all, let's just go through it. First of all, former NFL Super Bowl champion. Never once mentioned, I don't think. So
Nope,
you
nope,
know what
that's on
health
his wiki page. That's on his fucking fandom wiki
really?
page. Yep, if you go to Jacob Cage wiki fandom page, he is a former NFL fucking if you
So
where is it? I don't
that's a
know.
very
It doesn't say which
identification
team
thing.
he won on. It just says
He didn't either.
he played for the University of Oregon. Uh,
The
yeah,
man won a Super Bowl
yeah. I don't
with
know which year that
a
was.
team. I don't know.
Jonathan Colt is a former Super Bowl champion, by the way. He won with the He won
Oh
with the
yeah.
New Orleans Saints in 2009.
H whoa. Like Tommy Skanks. Anyway, then we get a bit further in. This isn't the first public incident. A fucking November incident with Charlotte Flair.
What the fuck did he do with Charlotte
What does
Flair?
what is the implications here? I don't know if I want to know, but I'm very
Do you know?
curious at the same time.
God, it's so fucking funny. Like, imagine he was like sexually harassing Charlotte Flair, and all of a sudden, Ric Flair comes up behind him, and they start getting into a yelling
Whoa!
contest. Like the fucking visual of Jacob Cage and Ric Flair both drunk out of their minds, yelling at each other, is the funniest shit of all time.
I like to imagine Rick just stops like midway through to start fucking strutting as well.
Hold
And
on, I gotta do the
just hits
strut
a
on video. You can't see him. I'm gonna do the strut on video. I'm gonna do
I
the Ric Flair
can't.
strut.
I'm sure this looks great. I'll see this in the final post. But hi guys, what did Jacob Cage do to Charlotte Flair? I'm worried. We should all be worried. Yeah,
Alright, I got done doing it. Don't worry.
hell yeah. Um, but before we get on to anything else, I just wanted to point out I don't know if you saw in general this morning. Um, Jacob Cage also seemed to be very drunk and posted a bunch of random screenshots he had
Dude,
on his phone.
drunk out of his fucking mind. Oh my god. He said no. He replied to Schiff like forwarding that one tweet of his where like
Oh
he
yeah,
flexed with the television championship, his fucking cock rubbing all over the bell. Jacob Cage replies to that and says, "I'd smash Sniff, not Schiff, Sniff."
not shit, sniff. And
And
then
then
how long? Like, well, literally 1 minute later, after Schiff replied to that as well with the fucking crying guy. Jacob posts six like screenshots of his homepage. What looks like a Snapchat call with someone and some guy's profile picture. Um,
he's
with
bumping
the
Hallelujah
caption,
by Kanye West. We want to make that
yeah,
known. Bumping
yeah.
Hallelujah by Kanye West. And
These
his
were.
fucking text is Desora to Potoro do 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 do
I was gonna
do.
say that, yeah. The funny thing is, all of these screenshots are from like different times across 2 days, which is really funny. Like he
Who
has
the fuck is
fucking
this
a
guy in the
screenshot
profile
from like
picture?
midday.
Who is
Why is
that
he
fucking
staring at me
guy?
like this? I really hope he wakes up and like realizes what he's done and like gives us any context because I have no idea what happened, but it was a very funny thing to like. No, this was before I went to bed because the UFC ended like quite late, so I was up for a little while. Then I just look at Discord and I just see this fucking amalgamation of images and letters from Jacob Cage, and I did not know what was happening. But yeah, back on the topic of the promo itself, I'm presuming Cage is quite busy, as we saw in general. So I feel like this is something to write him off for a little bit, and then hopefully when he comes back, he has like a character. Maybe he has like a character shift where he like goes to rehab and like. I know you keep saying you want to see him in the SCS, so maybe
SCS heel
like
turn! SCS heel turn!
Breezy pays for his like rehab and shit, and he becomes a Breezy guy, and that's the only
I
difference.
don't know about all that though, because you know the SCS are heavy drinkers. Jacob Cage is the
That's
heaviest
true.
drinker of them all. So
Maybe she enticed him from the
maybe
bit.
like he tries going to rehab, but then Breezy, the piece of shit asshole he is, like he like
Right,
drags him
yeah.
out of rehab, and he's like, "Fuck rehab. You know what? Join the SCS. DDD has plummeted your stock with the SCS. You're in great hands. You could join me and Misty. You could drink all the fucking beer you want, and you can relive your glory days." And then
I think
Jacob Cage joins the SCS, and we got the three biggest beer drinkers on the roster. You got Jacob Cage, the biggest alcoholic, Breezy, another well-known alcoholic, and Misty with the beer belly and the fucking Stella Artois in her hands. Is that how you say it? Stella Artois? Did I say that?
Artois.
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 Stella Artois in her hand.
Well, you say the three like beer drinkers and like beer belly people in the roster, but there is someone later on who would counter that, and we'll get into that in a little bit. But that like description of your pitch reminded me of something. It just kind of sounds to me like fucking Joshua Block and Mr. Based. That's all I thought of when I heard you saying like Breezy just gives him drinks. Like
Breezy Mr.
all I
Beast
could think
gimmick.
of.
Mr. Based
Exactly.
Breezy.
Joshua Block fucking Jacob Cage would be the funniest shit though.
I make more money
Yeah.
than you. I make more money than you.
Tell me he wouldn't kill that shit. Think of like his little drunk ramblings when me and Liquor are in a segment with him. Where is
Oh
he?
my, you know what'd be so fucking funny? So Jacob Cage and Breezy are like on the Cyro run day, like during a segment. Aliku and Wolf drive by and they tell Jacob Cage, put the fries in the bag.
Put the fries in the bag like Jonathan Colt put peanut butter in his
No,
ass.
no, 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 we're not. No, no,
Tell,
Aliku already
tell me
told
a
me.
tell me a Liquor. Tell me he wouldn't do that though.
Well, no, I'm not peanut butter guy anymore. Jacob Sterry's peanut butter guy because nobody likes Jacob Sterry except for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
No,
peanut
he.
butter guy
I
now,
feel like
but
I feel like that's stuck to you for life. I don't think you can escape that.
no, I have.
Maybe instead he just randomly says Neil Breen because he likes doing that. You know?
Neil Bleen, and he tries to.
Neil Breen.
Oh my god, fucking Jacob Cage, what a guy, fucking hilarious
Like
motherfucker. Top 5 white boy of
before we
all
move,
time.
true. Before we move on, that's your message for today. Go in MWA chat. Tag a liquor and in all caps just go Neil Breen.
Neil Bleen.
Just a liquor style. Anyway, yeah, I love Cage. I really hope this is gonna lead to something where he like just gets really drunk and becomes like a heel and does everything we just said.
Yeah.
Because yay. But yeah, I think this was funny. I don't have much else to say considering it is just like a wall of text, but it was funny. And yeah, smile.
Yeah, this is my
You
favorite
got
promo
anything
of the
to add?
week.
Yeah. It wasn't a like tremendously like standout week for promos. They're all relatively short.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that I'm good with that. Are you good to move on to our final one before we get on to the show itself?
Oh, yeah, let's move on to the final one. If you could even
We
call
get
this a
on
promo.
to we get on to Tarah. What is she doing here? What is this? I saw this like early this morning.
Okay,
When
so
I
I'm
went back
watching
to
it
sleep.
right now. There seems to be a bunch of candles. I
Yeah.
thought it was on a Ouija board. Oh, and there's
Oh, it's a it's a thingy. What's it called?
something
Voodoo doll
voodoo.
thingy.
Yeah, voodoo
Voodoo
doll.
doll.
Uh,
Yeah, she puts a fucking
she's lighting a
um.
match. I think
She.
there's a bunch of tarot cards.
This is
The
and
video
do
just
the
went to
candle up.
black. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. This feels like a threat to Vinny because she does. She also. This is a tweet technically, and she goes, "Good luck to on this flight you speak of." So probably she is hexing someone to do with Vinny, I'd presume. I don't know if it's Vinny himself because we saw Vinny, and he hasn't shown any signs of being hurt by voodoo or some shit.
You know how
Um,
fucking funny it would be if like Tara brings like a Tsutomu Hironaka fucking doll out to the ring. She's got the little needle with her. Like Hironaka
that would
tries
be so good.
coming out to like cut a promo, and then like Tara stabs the doll with a needle, and just Vinny sells it like he's been like fucking shot and he's been like stabbed in the gut with a fucking knife.
How could you do that to my fan?
My fucking guts! My fucking guts! I'm bleeding! I'm fucking oh no, I'm not. No, no, I'm not bleeding.
Oh,
No,
what the
I'm not.
fuck? um,
Crowbar.
Crowbar. That's how he styles it out. He goes, Crowbar.
uh, uh,
Oh, we are
yeah,
stupid. No,
fucked up
this
woman
was
she is.
30. She's fucked up. Yeah,
Yeah,
this was 30 seconds, so I don't have like a lot to say about it.
yeah, I don't.
Uh, this looks like something Tara recorded herself. I can't confirm that.
She probably
Um,
did. She,
but why? What is she using for the fucking pincushion here? I mean, the voodoo doll. Like,
that's
why
the.
do you have this stuff? You scare me, Tara.
Do you remember that one Reddit post she posted, where it's like I gave my Labubu or whatever a fucking BBL.
Yes, yeah, I
That's
do
such a
remember
fucking guy here. She's got a Labubu with a BBL, and
that.
she's
She has a knockoff Labubu. She should have used that.
yeah. She's just fucking stabbing that thing with a goddamn needle.
She,
Also, wait
I
a
mean,
minute.
she has tarot cards. I know that for a fact.
Wait a
So
minute.
that's why I think she recorded it.
I had to ask this. Who the fuck gave Tarah permission to use a fucking match? Who fucking?
Yeah,
Why are we trusting Tarah Guppy? Not the character Tarah Guppy feels. Tarah Guppy
yeah, the
feels
person behind it.
the individual, the human being. If you want to go so far to call her that, why the fuck would you give her a match, a fucking
Yeah,
matchbox, fucking whole thing of matches? Like this is a
do not let that
dangerous
woman
woman.
around fire.
Yeah, she's gonna burn her fucking house down on fire, and she's not gonna be able to make that tiny house that she wants.
A tiny house, and then she'll be like Schiff, but all burnt up, or Tim Smith. But like that depends if she sells it or not.
I'm gonna
Anyway,
burn that fucking tiny house down like Randy Orton that one segment with the Riot family. Fucking
the
burns the
Menace.
goddamn house down and hits the
That was
goddamn
such a weird
pose.
angle.
That's gonna be me.
What a strange angle and time that was for wrestling.
I love
But
arson angles. We'll see more of that on this show.
yeah, we will. Um, but yeah, this was cool. It was 30 seconds. Like I said, not too much to say.
Yeah.
If Tara did record this herself, I can only imagine what would happen if like her mum walked in and what's this fucking seance happening? But she's just like sticking a fucking pin into this little creature, candles all around.
That's why the video cut out, because her fucking mom came in and she yelled, "What the fuck?" and she had to like cut it really early.
That would be like the funniest sight ever. I want to see like something like that in fucking kayfabe where she's recording one of these videos and Cass just walks in and says, "What the fuck are you doing?"
It just cuts out.
Yes,
Oh,
shit turns off the camera.
that's
Um,
awesome.
no,
Fucking awesome.
I love Tara's fucking psychotic shit. It's so funny.
It is.
She's just completely toying with this with Hironaka, and it's very funny to watch. Which is extra funny because Hironaka's like the only one who's tried to be nice to her for a while. Even Cass to like a degree is kind of an asshole to Tara. But when Vinny tries, my brother is trying to call me. I cannot answer that right now. But yeah, when like anyone's like nice to her, she still just tries to dox him and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this I love this angle. Like I said, I think they're doing great shit with it. And yeah, I'm excited to see. I feel like this is going to lead to a match, and Vinny will win the title. I think that's the way it's got to go here.
Yeah, I don't see anyone
Um,
taking it off of her other than Vinny.
yeah, I mean, like, yeah, no, I literally couldn't see anyone else. There's no one else who comes to mind, so I think Vinny is the move. But yeah, I don't have anything else to add other than this was cool. What about you?
Yeah, it was cool. I liked it. Tara's fucking insane. She
Yes,
can
she
pull
is.
off the insane gimmick really well. I think, we've said it multiple times. This is like probably the best gimmick in the MWA. Like
Yeah,
that's been going on for like several months now.
yeah. No, I agree with that. I still think nobody could do this like Tara does this.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I enjoyed it. But are we good to move on to the show itself? Or
We're
technically, because we have a cold open.
Yep, we got a cold open from a guy we just fucking talked about. We can't just stop talking
Yeah,
about this fucking guy.
we cannot. That brings us. We mentioned a bit earlier. This brings us to Hironaka, who was in the airport because he was going to visit his family.
Yep.
First of all, great cinematography in here. You could tell it was a colloquial because he put a lot of care into it.
I fucking love Koloki cinematography. Anytime I try to, we record promos. There's a one unreleased promo we haven't ever released yet, but we had Koloki film the entire thing, and like the film itself like looks fucking great. I don't know when that promo will ever come out. But when it comes out, you'll know what I'm talking about. But anyway, Koloki's cinematography is fucking amazing. I love Koloki. He's the fucking
Oh
goat,
yeah,
and we'll talk more about Koloki later because he wrestles in a
we
really
will.
fucking awesome match.
He does
But
a
right now,
lot.
we
I
gotta talk
feel like
about Vinny. We gotta talk about Vinny right now.
yeah, I was gonna say every match on this card I found to be quite enjoyable, so I'm very excited to get into them. But like we said, we were on Vinny. He's in the airport, the same airport everybody uses. We really need to get a few more airports around just for continuity's sake. But we see him in the terminal before his flight, and he's just like I said, Tara, if you touch the hair on my family's head, I'll fucking kill you. Um, And yeah, I don't have a lot to say about the promo itself.
No, I don't.
Um,
I really don't have anything to say.
it,
It did its job.
I was gonna say it's a good way to like write Vinny off for the fact that Tarah gets a clean win, which spoilers, ooh, and it just sort of like I think it's I don't know like what the plan. I feel like they're going to do a segment where Tarah maybe goes to Japan and they do some shit there, for the go home. But like I don't know I it was nice. It didn't take away from the show in any way. I think they've been doing a great. I feel like a big thing that lacks in a lot of feuds is people trying to build stuff outside of it. But I think the use of Twitter chat and the promo chats, I think Vinny and Tara have both been doing really good building their feud that way, like off the show as well. So I feel like this was like they didn't need to do a tremendous amount here, and I feel like they'll do something crazy on the go home. So I'm quite excited to see where this leads.
Yeah.
But like I said, shouts out to Koloki, great cinematography. Koloki promos are like quality over quantity. I may record like 10 of them, but if you get a Cloaky one, I can guarantee you it will look way better. Um, but no, yeah, this is cool. I don't have too much else to add other than we sort of got into it a bit earlier when we said, we
Yeah.
like what they've been doing with this feud. But yeah, I don't have anything else to add. What about you?
No, I don't have anything else to add, but we gotta keep talking about this fucking bitch. Oh
Oh
my
my
god.
god,
We just can't
yes,
stop talking
we
about the.
can't escape her. Because we kicked off the show with another defense of Terra's TV title against Vox, a former champion in his own right. And I know you had some reservations about Vox getting this shot, and you think he's had a few too many, and we
Yeah.
can get into that a little bit later on. But just in terms of this match, I found this match to be very entertaining, considering it went 5 minutes, 11 seconds, something like that. And for like a 5 minute match, I actually really enjoyed what they put out here. It wasn't like I feel like it was a sort of change of pace in the fact that it wasn't just like, oh my god, bloody, bloody murder, ow. But it did have like a Terror gruesome spot, which I think everyone expects and likes to see now. But it also had like a sort of limb targeting element in the fact that Terror was going all after the knee, and that's where the gruesome spot came in. Because she stabbed a bunch of skewers into Vox's knee. Fucking ow. That would hurt really bad. Um, this match was like it was 5 minutes, and I think they did a good job in keeping it sort of fleshed out in the whole runtime, which I feel like is easier to do in a 5 minute match. But you know, it's like they did a good job to do it in the first place. And I found this match fun. I really liked the finish of the Gossamer touch on the top
Yeah,
rope.
that.
That was really
Yeah, I
smart.
think that was the best part of the match for me,
That was
honestly.
really cool.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I feel like it's nice. Just a thing about Tara's reign, right? Is I don't know that like I wouldn't say any of her wins aren't clean per se, considering it's like no DQ and stuff.
Yeah.
I think she gets like pretty solid wins every time she comes for a defense, and I think this was no exception. She just gets a solid win over a former champion, and I think it leads well into what Vox had going on later in the night as well.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, it was inoffensive match. I enjoyed it, but like we said, it's 5 minutes. Not too much you can comment on in regards to that. I had fun time with it. What about you, Colt?
Yeah, I thought it was a decent match, pretty watchable. Uh like we discussed, the Gossamer touch B driver off the top under the buckle was pretty fucking cool. I like that. Uh
Oh yeah,
yeah, there's really nothing to comment on in this match. I mean, it's a passable match. Not saying it's like it's like mediocre or anything, because it wasn't. It was pretty good. It was pretty
yeah,
good, but I think Vox kind of has to step away from the TV title scene for a little while. I'm not saying
yeah,
like have him go for like national or anything. Even though I'd probably like that, I could probably carry Vox to a good match like I have in the past. But you know
mm,
what I mean.
mm,
I love Vox. I think Vox is great. I want to see Vox succeed. Vox is my good
yeah,
buddy, but I feel like right now just have him like just keep him under Adam's wing right now. Just have him kind of be like, just keep him as far as keep him close to Adam's wing as possible. Don't let him
yeah.
like.
I agree.
I think Adam and Vox need to get like tag reps in a little bit, and I also
Yeah,
think that Vox just has to get like just a couple singles wins. You know what I mean? Like not anything like spectacularly big. Like maybe just get a win over Tim. You
I
know,
was
get
gonna say
a
Tim, Kyle,
yeah
stuff
Tim
like that.
Kyle. Like have him like get wins like over
Yeah.
them, and then just get some tag reps in with Adam. I think just keep him a a little bit away from the TV title scene, but overall, I thought it was okay. It was decent stuff. You got anything else to add?
Not really. I was just gonna say on the sort of topic of Vox needing the reps, especially in a tag setting. I think tonight proves that tag wrestling is well and truly still alive, and there is good things that can come from it. And I feel like adding Vox and Atom to that fold, especially Atom, who obviously Atom's a former tag team champion with Mem, so it was a different time back then. Don't get me wrong, but he has experience in the tag division, so I feel like pairing him with not only a veteran in Atom, but a veteran in a team with Atom is just it serves to like not only do Vox well, but also the tag scene as a whole, which I think tonight we proved is still like somewhat thriving, not thriving, but like it's alive and it's doing solid. But yeah, I don't have anything else to add. Are you good to move on to something that doesn't include Tarah and Hironaka?
Yes, finally. I'll speak on
Yeah,
some of your comments later in the main event that I went
yeah,
over in my question of the day thing. But for right now, let's go over to Breezy, who is fucking at
yeah.
Jimmy. Well, he's not fucking bitches at Jimmy
Are
Sins'
you
house.
sucking? Whoa.
No, he's at Jimmy Sins' house. He's at that
Yes,
motherfucker's
indeed.
house. Jimmy Sins, the biggest motherfucker in the business right now. He's quitting on
Yeah.
all of us. That son of a
What a bitch.
bitch.
Fuck you,
Fuck
Jimmy.
you, traitor.
Yeah, yeah. He's at Jimmy's house. He's still just trying to get him to join the SCS.
Yeah, that's
And
not
he's failing
happening.
because Jimmy's like, fuck off. I don't want to be in wrestling anymore. Much less with you. Fuck you, bitch. And then when Breezy gets rejected, he just starts rage baiting him, which is really funny. Um, I just that cracked me up. I don't know why.
Did you see when I chanted
He's
in the
just
crowd fucking Bobcat yelling at Monkey PNG?
yeah. That I remember that got Doppel. That cracked Doppel up.
Oh man, I'm a comedian. Anyway,
Um,
fucking God, I love this promo. I really
it was
love it.
yeah. This is really good. I like this a lot.
Jimmy and Breezy are two of the best promos in the company. Like it's unsurprising with Jimmy because like he's got so many great fucking promos. Just always has that emotion. Can like convey emotion really well through Minecraft, which in and of itself is really fucking impressive. And Breezy just being
Yeah.
like, I think this is a great character for Breezy because he can like pull it off so well, being this smug, dickhead, rage baiting asshole.
Yeah.
Like I love Breezy as a heel. Like it's cool having him as a face when he was a face and like Takeoff, kind of having him be like that baby face that always takes losses and gets a couple of wins, but people still love him because
Yeah.
he was always like character driven with the Playboy. And while that's fun and great, like this character is so fucking awesome. Breezy as a heel fucking rules.
Yeah, I really like this character. I think it fits him tremendously well. It gives him, I guess, a like good niche because I don't feel like you could say Jacob's a rage baiter, but he doesn't intend to be. I feel like he's just a little chicken shit, whereas Breezy intends to just piss you off. Um, I think he's been doing really good, like rage baiting Jimmy with all this shit.
I agree.
And yeah, I just think I love the dynamic they have with each other. Like you said, I think Jimmy's one of the best promos we have. I think Breezy is a good promo as well. It was just it was yeah, I enjoyed this. It was a fun little promo. I still would like to see it where Jimmy's almost like forced to join the SES, and it like when he eventually gets his Daniel Bryan leaving the Wyatt family moment where he's like finally breaks out, and then he hopefully beats Breezy at like execution before his contract runs out. He's like, "Wait a minute, I fucking love this," and he kills Breezy with a gun. Yeah, I think it just, especially with Breezy, even if that's not the way it goes, it just serves to like create this good story where it's the man who got Jimmy into this in the first place is the man who inadvertently brings back his love for this, and I think that could be
Yeah.
like a really cool story to go about it with.
I think that'd be a fucking
Um,
cool story, you know what I mean?
I'd
Jimmy
love
and
that.
Breezy have like undeniable chemistry with each other, whether it's like doing segments or just matches. Like we've seen it with the Horizon like match earlier in the year. Fucking
Yeah,
incredible stuff. I think we've already said that before, but um yeah, I want to see these two run it back. These two could wrestle like 50 more matches. They're probably gonna have. They're probably all gonna be match of the year contenders anyway.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, no, their first match, not their first match, but their Horizon match was incredible. So it would only serve to be like, I don't want to say like it couldn't live up to it, but that match was like near perfect for me.
yeah,
I just know it will be incredible either way, but like that Horizon match was something else.
I agree.
Um, but yeah, I don't have a lot else to add. I feel like it's just a good story that lends itself to Jimmy finally getting back in the fold, and I do hope that's what happens. But yeah, I haven't got anything else to add. What about you?
Nope, don't have anything else to add. Let's go on to the first great tag
Um,
match of this week.
yeah!
Yeah,
This brings us on to Wolf and Aliku versus Feywind and Kyle. I just want to preface by saying this match blew my expectations out of the water. Like,
I agree.
obviously, Feywind is incredible, but I feel like Aliku and Kyle, I feel like they're not tremendously known for their quality of match. I think Aliku especially is a very good character worker, a very good comedy guy, and Kyle's sort of finding his groove in every aspect. And Wolf has been off for a while, so it was like, okay, I think all of these guys have good potential to do stuff, and Feywind obviously is an XE main eventer. He was going to do good no matter what. But I think they gelled really well here, and I actually really enjoyed this match a lot more than I anticipated doing so with. And I think there was some really good like tag moves. Like, I was kind of worried that they wouldn't have this sort of formatting down, and it would be like two singles matches. Someone tags in another singles match, blah blah blah. But they did a lot of tag offense here, and I really appreciated that, and I think it sort of helped the flow a lot. And then, of course, in the match, Atom returns. Atom is back.
Yeah,
Um,
I made his
comes out
fat
with his book.
skin.
Yeah, I was gonna say his fucking fat skin. I mentioned it in the segment after. The fucking fat tanned Atom cracked me up so bad when I realized he was fat
You
because
know
I
that
was
one
recording
picture
this
of Hulk
segment.
Hogan where he's like really fucking. I think it's a picture of Hulk Hogan, but he's got like fucking uh. Is it Hulk Hogan? I don't remember, but he's like
No, I think I know exactly what one you're talking about. Hang on, I need to find it now. Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan.
I need to
Uh.
find. I know exactly what image you're talking about as well.
Yeah, I found it. I found it.
Okay, let's see. Post it in the thing. Just no context for the other people in this group chat. Um. Yeah, yeah. That's exactly what I was envisioning. Um. Yeah. The Atom is one of a kind. He's so fucking funny.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
I
Like,
feel like I was gonna say we'll get into that in a minute, but
yeah,
I feel like there's sort of that worry that coming out in the middle of a match that okay it could like throw off the equilibrium of the match and like then they'll like struggle a bit after it. But that didn't happen here. I feel like it happened. Everyone watched it happen from in the ring. Atom leaves, and it just served to like be a funny little break in the match, and I feel like it didn't take away
yeah,
tremendously from the match itself, and that kind of surprised me. And I think everyone kept on really good pace here. And yeah, this was a great match. It was just a fun little four faces facing off. And yeah, I think it was a fun match. I enjoyed it, and I like that they just sort of showed appreciation for each other after the match, and it was just a fun little match with no real like. There was nothing really on the line or nothing at stake like the main event. It was just a fun little match. Got them all on the card, and it was a good way to get Wolf back involved, and I really enjoyed it.
yeah,
But yeah, I think I've said most of my piece. What did you think of this, Colt?
yeah. I thought this was good, decent. Uh, I agree. The tag offense from both teams really good, and I enjoyed it. And we discussed Adam. And fucking hilarious guy, top five white boy of all time.
Awesome.
Uh,
Hell yeah.
I did mention some of my question of the day though. I did say that while I'm glad that Liku Wolf got the win here, it kind of does feel like a, a little bit unfortunate to see like Faywin kind of drop down the card a little after being
Yeah,
in the
I
Extreme
can agree with
Chaos
that.
main event, and Nuck had called him like the face of the company. Like I'm not saying he's being reduced to mediocrity in the tag division, because obviously he wants to take Kyle Cardova under his wing, get some tag reps, and like I understand that.
Yeah,
But if I'm like booking Faywin, like I'm keeping him in that world title picture.
I agree. Yeah,
I'm having him feuding with like a top guy. I'm having him like if he's gonna be a babyface, I'm having him feud with like a top heel, and I'm gonna say
yeah,
work
yeah,
some
I
fucking
agree.
magic. Like, of course we know that he's got like the feud with Avery right now, still building up tensions, and that we're gonna see that
Yeah,
match sooner rather than later. But you know, I just want to see Faven in a better position right now after he literally just main evented the biggest fucking show in history.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this is still a good match nonetheless. Like I said,
Nice.
simple and efficient TV wrestling.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think that's a fair observation. I agree with the sentiment that I think Faywin deserves to be doing way more. But like especially so, I think the way I see it, right, is think about when Smile first formed. Then there was like me, Slick, and Doppel, because Doppel wasn't a tremendously big star. I'm not saying Kyle will be on the level of Doppel. No offense to Kyle, but Doppel is like once in a generation. Doppel was so fucking good.
yeah,
But I feel like people were iffy because I was double champion at the time, and here I was with a former world champ Slick, Doppel, who hadn't done a lot since coming back, and Lucas was also there, but we don't need to talk about that part. Um, but
we don't
like
talk about Lucas.
I think people had their reservations then when it was like, okay, I don't know that like this won't damage Dobby as much as it will boost the other people. And I think looking at Smile now, we're in the main event. Doppel is the
Yeah,
Spotlight World Champion, and it worked out really well. I think even as much as people like ragging on Slick, I think Slick was boosted as well by Smile. And I think if you think about it, what would Slick have done if he was not in the Smile, like involved with Smile for the year, where it like served to build up his two final stories, where one was like a great XC match. I am biased because I was in it and I had a great time. But like it was a really good payoff for our story, I think. And then for his final match to be with Doppel for the world title, it just sort of shows you how far Smile came. And
yeah,
I think to some degree there is going to be. I think that's what they're trying to achieve here is pair Kyle with someone who is high up the card in the hopes that he brings Kyle up the card. Not to say like Kyle's going to be a main eventer like immediately. I think it's more like getting some reps with someone better. Hopefully, will rub off on Kyle and it gives him something like more to do when he's like, okay, Kyle's actually viable now. Faywin's taught him a lot. He can get these wins, and it's you got a believable challenger for a belt and stuff. And it like that's how you build up like future stars. I feel. And I do see a lot of potential in Kyle. That's why we brought him back to BPW because we like having Kyle. We want to give him the reps as well because we just want to see him like succeed. But like, definitely get what you mean in the fact that I think Faywin could be doing more, and I feel like I in the sort of confines of Smile went on to do better things after a while. Obviously, I was world champion, but I had a bit of a rut after losing the title. I was off pay per view for like two pay per views in a row. So I feel like the fact that Faywin's still getting like weekly time and he's still getting matches and segments, it's still like yeah he's dropped down the card, but at least he's getting that television time. I feel like that was a big gripe I had with my booking after I dropped the world title, is that I sort of fell off the face of the earth. But I feel like Faywin still being ever present is so much better than just he just lost in the main event of XC. Where's he gone? And it's just like Yeah, I think it's unfortunate to see him sort of not be fighting these top guys because he is incredible, and I can say that firsthand having worked with him. But I think he's. I see Faywin as a guy who can take a couple of losses and not be affected by it. Um, and I suppose that like being paired with Kyle, not to say it's a loss because it's like I said, going to boost Kyle up, but I feel like he can afford to do it for a little while, and he did a lot at the top of the card. Had one of the best world title reigns ever, and it's just a little cooldown before he gets on to probably something bigger in like a singles Avery feud when she's done with Ritz and stuff, and then that's like you said, like having him feud with a big heel, and I think Avery would be one of the top heels then. But yeah, I yapped a lot, but I think Baywind is such a great guy, and he's just such a great asset to the roster. And the fact that he's presumably okay with doing this as well, it just sort of shows he's selfless and he's getting to do something a little different. And I think that's something cool, and that's something I love to experience in Minecraft wrestling is just getting to do everything different at least once. And I feel like having that sort of tag run now, he's a bit more aware than he was when he was teaming with Dilson, and he's like way better. He can just serve to have a fun time for a while, and then yeah, I don't know what else to say about that, but like I guess that's what I have to say is Faywin is gonna go on to do better things. But for now, he's getting TV time, and that's good for me. So yeah, I enjoyed this match. I would like to see Faywin do more, but like I like that he's bringing Kyle to like into his circle, and I like seeing like established friendships on the show as well. That's a cool thing I like to see. But yeah, that was a big yap session. But yeah, I enjoyed this. Have you got anything else to add, Colt, before we get on to our next segment?
No, I don't got a response for what you said. I would respond, but yeah, I don't got nothing. Uh,
He said lots of words.
Adam and Vox backstage.
Yeah. Now this brings us on to what we were saying: top five white boy, funniest guy, Atom.
Oh my
He
fucking
fucking
god.
killed it once
What a
again.
funny motherfucker this guy is.
He's his cadence is second to none in promos.
Delivery and cadence of his fucking lines, like,
He's
top
so
notch.
funny. I love him so much. He's so fucking funny. He is. I'll say it. Atom is a better character, comedy character than Aliku. That's how I see it.
I agree.
I think
I agree.
I think he's funny. I think Atom is funnier to me, and I think he has the intention to be, and it comes across like so well. And he everything he does, Atom's like the only person on the roster I'd say who consistently has me cracking up with whatever he's doing. He is so funny. He's so good at what he does. Um, I don't have like enough nice things to say about it. He's just so fucking funny, and like
He
we
is.
said, he was tanned, he was fat here because he was gone for a while. And it just shows you he's been enjoying himself, and he's just basically he's like telling Vox to trust the process and shit. And Vox, he seemed kind of annoyed. And what I think is going to happen, I think I said it in my question of the day answers, is this is going to lead to Vox versus Atom at Heat Wave, and then that's when maybe Vox gets the big win, and Atom's like, huh, this kid got potential, and then he brings him under his wing. And if not, Atom wins and is like, damn kid, you do kind of need help. Here you go, I'm here now, we are friends. And I just want to see that like be a thing, because I think that pairing has so much potential, and I think in the same like vein of Faywin and Kyle being a thing, I feel like Atom has much less to lose in being paired with Vox, considering he's not, he's not coming off of like an XC main event or like a world title run or anything like that. He's just a consistently funny character, and he's just doing really funny shit week in week out. And I think that pairing would benefit Vox tremendously, and it would give him
Yeah.
something proper to do on the show. But yeah, like I said, I don't have enough nice. I have too many nice things to say about Atom. He's one of the best characters ever. I love him so much. But yeah, do you have anything to say about the Vox and Atom part of this before we get on to what leads into it, I guess? What it leads into, rather.
I just had a fire ass idea, so hear me out here, right?
Hello?
So Adam and Vox, right? Adam and Vox, like Vox over time, like he keeps losing, he keeps taking loss after loss, and he's like, damn, I need to find a way to like fucking get back and like win matches again. I gotta get boost. I haven't gotten a fucking win in 2025. I need a win. So then like there's
I
one
mean,
semi where he's like sitting down reading like Adam's book. He's reading it from
yeah,
front to end, and like he suddenly learns like so much, and then he's all of a sudden starts winning matches. And he goes up to Adam. He's like, Adam, your book actually fucking worked. I can't believe it. I can't believe the words that are coming out of my mouth right now are telling you that your book fucking works. And Adam's like fucking pumping his fist in the air. He's so fucking excited. He and like Vox are like best buddies now. But
yeah.
then this is where it gets great. There's another person that joins, Adam and
Oh,
Vox. And think of
who's
it as like Mariah May joining AEW, right? When Mariah May joined AEW and she was like Tony's biggest fan and wanted to like
yeah.
be around her. Imagine we bring Aprophia in, right, to
Oh my
be
god.
Adam's
I'm
biggest
fuck's sake.
fan in the same role that Mariah May was. She has the Mariah May role and Adam has like the Tony Storm role. And then there's just this big angle with like fucking Vox, Adam, and Aprophia fucking doing shit together. That'd be fucking awesome. Like,
That would be so funny.
please tell me that would not be fucking cool, man.
That
That'd be awesome.
I mean, Aprophia is almost definitely not on the radar of Taco and Nut, but that would be so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Um, I also think it'd be funny to just eventually have it be revealed that Atom's ghostwriter was like a former world champion or some shit, and that's why the advice is really good. And then Vox is like, "You're a fucking phony. What the fuck?" It's just like revealed Mem wrote it or some shit.
It,
And then
it,
Vox is like, Vox is just heartbroken.
fucking it reveals to be goddamn like fucking beat-ups, and beat-ups comes back for one more run, and his first guy he fucking like rips in half is Adam.
That would be really funny. He's like, "Hey, you said you wouldn't tell anyone," and Beat Up's just like, "I'm not." And then what's it called? He's like, "I'm not. I told you what to write, and you left my name in the book. You fucking idiot." Um,
Bear Claw in the middle of the
it's like
goddamn ring.
Atom hits the bear claw, and he like crosses it out and puts Destiny change a super kick. Um, and it's just like really poorly scribbled out. But no, yeah, I think that pairing
So
has
many
so
good
much
fucking
potential.
ideas. So many good
There's
fucking
so much to
ideas.
do with it, and I
Yeah.
think anything you gave Atom would turn to gold immediately. But yeah, I loved that pairing. I really hope it has something like it comes to be something.
I hope it's long term.
Um, me too.
Yeah.
I really hope it's long term because I think there'll be such funny shit to come from it. But that brings us to the end of that part. Are you good to move into what it leads on to next?
My father's. No, we don't hear that theme. Sorry.
No, his theme didn't play. It was Shift because he stole the camera from this segment and
The
led us
fuck.
all the way to Doffel's locker room.
I like how Adam and
Um,
Vox didn't like fucking budge at
yeah,
all.
they just
They just
kind of.
like they
I
stood
wouldn't say anything to
frozen.
Shift. I wouldn't say anything to Shift. Would you?
Well, I mean, I lost my fucking title to shift, so you know.
Yeah, exactly. Are you gonna say shit to him?
No.
Uh,
I missed my television title. They ruined it.
hey, you got another one now. You got another one. It's okay.
That's true.
We'll talk on that one a little bit later on. But Schiff, he goes to the locker room. He knocks on the door. Me and Doppel aren't there because we got a main event to be getting ready for. So we are somewhere else warming up. So he just kicks the door down, sees the spotlight title sat there, and takes it for himself. What does he do after that? He burns the fucking locker room down.
It's
What the
fucking
fuck is
arson.
wrong with you? He commits arson.
How many
This is
fucking
like,
people have committed arson in the year
I know,
2025? It's like
so
Kev
much
commits
arson.
arson on my locker room. Fucking Jimmy and Rich commit arson on fucking the Backwood Ranch. Rich commits no, sorry. Fucking Schiff commits arson on fucking Doppel's room. Who else? Who else fucking committed arson?
Um, Everyone keeps committing arson on Tim specifically.
Yeah, Tim. Tim's fucking family is the family house
Oh yeah,
got fucking.
Tim's family.
They all got
No,
shot and they all got fucking burned. The
oh yeah, it
fucking
did get
house
burned.
got fucking
That.
burned.
So much fire. We
Yeah.
really need to get like firefighters like ready because what the fuck? Why do our roster keep burning shit? Um, But Schiff is a little fucking psychopath. He comes out, cuts a promo, and he's like, "Here is your new Spotlight champion." No, buddy, that's not how that
I
works.
no no
You
I don't
can't
think
just
that's how
steal
that
the
works.
title. I mean, if that's the case, I'm your new MWC World Champion because I held the belt after the main event. Yeah, we got new world champions. What do you think of me and Schiff running the world title divisions now?
End this fucking company right now.
What the fuck? I mean,
No, just
and
based
what
off you
for?
alone, not Schiff. Schiff would be a good champion, but then he gets cashed in
Okay,
after
that's
by
fair.
Cassidy. But we'll get more into Cassidy later.
Uh,
We're gonna scream, rant, and rave about that much later.
I just been given sound. Anyway, uh, sorry, I got sound a little bit. Anyway, I really like this segment. I love Psychopath Schiff. It only keeps getting better every week, and I first of all, I love the hacking into like the camera shit last week. Um, and now that he's back, the fact that he just came in, immediately commits arson and steals a belt. This guy is going to kill someone eventually. I can almost guarantee it. And it's going to be terrifying and hilarious at the same time. Um, but yeah, I fucking love Schiff right now. He's absolutely on fire. Pun kind of intended, I guess. Well, he wasn't on fire. He hasn't been on fire in a while since Jacob burnt him. But yeah, I love Schiff. I think he's doing great character work right now. I think him versus Doppel, which is inevitably going to happen, is going to be fantastic. And I'm just really, really excited for it. I don't have too much else to add. What did you think, Colt?
Yeah, I thought this was fun. I thought Schiff's portion was good. It made him look like a fucking psychopath. And yeah,
Yes,
we'll talk about Schiff more in the main event.
yes, we will. Yeah, so we good to move on to our next thing.
Yep, we're ready to move on to
Big meaty man.
Big Meaty Men. I was so stuck between making this match of the night and making a main event match of the night. It was gonna be
I
either
really enjoyed
one.
it, but
Like this was gonna be my original match of the night, but fucking God, great fucking back to back matches here, man.
yeah,
This match was so good. Even disregarding the fucking post match shit. Um, what a fucking match, dude. Oh my god, these two proved why
this
they're
match was so good.
like former Extreme Chaos main eventers.
Yeah, 100%. The spots they got into this match in a 5 minute match is fucking incredible. First of all, this match like was the epitome of a Koloki gets all his creative shit in because we had the Tree of Woe where Steve was sat on a barrier block, so it actually looked like he was somewhat hanging. We also had the swing, but it was a practical
Oh
swing
my
where Koloki was actually being swung.
fucking god, that was
That
so
was
awesome.
amazing, so fucking good. Before we get further into that, funny story in earlier in the show, Koloki and I think Breezy were like testing it out. And I just saw like Koloki, it looked like he was Superman posing in the sky. So I just messaged Koloki mid-show, what the fuck are you doing over there? And he's like, testing something. Alright, you're not fair enough. And it's like so abundantly clear, and Koloki said he didn't know it was like so clearly on camera. But for it to like be shown later on is really funny.
Do not test
Um,
his fucking creativity. Like he comes up with some
yeah.
batshit insane shit, but just don't question him because most of the
Have,
time his shit works.
yeah, having worked with Koloki, that is exactly what he's like. He wanted me to set him on fire at Curtain Call. I
Oh
did not
man,
let
that
that one go
match.
through because I'm a nice guy. And
I really don't want to yell about a specific spot in that match. So all I'll say
that was a
is
Koloki spot. That
huh?
was a Koloki spot.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
spot was a Koloki one.
yep.
Not all of them are heaters, but this match had a lot of them.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, like we said, another 5 minute match. Incredible. It was like it was a spot fest in the best way imaginable. In the fact that it was 5 minutes of pure carnage and action, and it was amazing. And they had like, obviously, they had the little teasers to the last time they faced on a weekly where the ring exploded under them. Um, and like I believe it was the same move. I believe it was a belly to belly last time, but Steve done
Yeah.
it from like a tree of woe, so they both didn't have their weight hitting on the mat. at the same time, so it obviously didn't collapse. But it was a really nice little
Yeah, the
callback, and
referee
I enjoyed
fucking
that.
like sold it too. Like the ring
Yeah,
fucking shook and
earthquake.
like yeah, earthquake kind of
Yeah.
shit, and they just like collapse over. I thought that was a really nice detail.
Once again, big meaty men.
Big meaty men
But
slapping meat.
exactly, and that's what this was. But then this match is cut short because who attacked Steve? None other than Misty with a fucking lead pipe. What the
God
fuck, Miss?
damn it!
I did not expect that. That one caught me so off guard. I was like, I saw an attack happening, and I was like, is Colt attacking Kaloki? And then I like looked over, I saw Steve, and Miss is in the ring with a lead pipe, and I'm like, what the fuck's it Miss doing there? And obviously Breezy comes in, her apparent SES cohort, because it looks like she's joined. Um, and yeah, they just sort of beat the shit out of both people here. And then, hey, you come out, Colt. Hi, Colt. No,
I
you're
do.
here. And then, do you get a hit him before you get jumped?
I think Breezy comes in like right after I put Kaloki in Hellbent. Kaloki
Oh yeah,
gives
yeah, yeah.
Misty the revelations. I come in, put fucking Kaloki in the Hellbent, swinging around, fuck you, all that jazz, and then Breezy and Misty like gang up on me with metal pipes, and then Misty raises up the bell, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, no, I think this is really cool. I actually love this segment. With Mist and Breezy standing tall. Breezy's like, this is your next national champ. Get a good look at this. Um, Mist raises the title and then they fuck off. And then I think this this to me screams like multi-man national, maybe a ladder. But like the quality of the match would be fucking spectacular. I mean, you have you, Steve, Kaloki, Mist, maybe Breezy, maybe he's just there to watch Mist. And it's just like a fatal four-way. But either way, that multi-person match would be fucking incredible, and that'd be like such a good quality match. And I feel like if that's what happens, it's the way they get the title off of you because they want you to do better things, and it's a way to keep you looking strong, which I'm kind of on board with because I think you should look strong and you should be like a world title level guy. I'm loving you with the national title. I've loved your reign so far. I love the Steve match. But I think it's only a matter of time before you get pushed up to the world division. Um,
Never.
but yeah, what the fuck? You just staying as a national guy forever.
I'm
Fair enough.
humble.
Yeah.
Really,
Um.
really humble.
I could honestly see. I know it's like a thing where if they stand tall they probably aren't gonna win it, but I could really see them giving like Miss the title because she is so unbelievably over. Like I hate to make the comparison, but this is what Vanish was. Like this is actually what for me people thought Vanish was. Like Miss has everything. Miss is a good promo. Miss is a great in-ring worker. She's working on her like character shit as well. She has the SCS to like back her up now, which is only going to further her character. The sky is the limit for Miss, and I know she's going to do great things. And I could see her winning the national title. But yeah, no, I think everything here is like super super intriguing. And first of all, I don't know if I said it last week. I am so fucking pleased to see Kaloki finally like get something. Like he was feuding with Bree, right? I'm
Yeah.
just really glad to see Kaloki sort of get something that I think is on his level. Like in sort of the same vein as you feel with the Kyle teaming with Faywin stuff. I think that's how I felt with Kaloki and the Bree stuff. Like it was a cool feud, and I'm glad it didn't have like a pay-per-view thing. But like obviously Kaloki didn't make it on a pay-per-view then, which was unfortunate. But I'm just glad to see Kaloki doing this shit because Kaloki is such an amazing worker, and like we said, one of those creative minds we have.
Yeah.
So like to have him like in that national title picture again. His reign before kind of unfortunate, but I feel like if he were to win it here, this is just going to serve as a like picking up where he left off and like actually making this reign feel good, and like have good defenses, and it's just a sort of resurgence for Cloaky, and I'm just really glad to see him sort of get in the mix of things here. But yeah, what did you think of the match itself, and then obviously everything else, even though you were involved?
Uh, yeah, the match itself, fucking fantastic. Like
Yeah.
that's no doubt in my mind. The post match
Mhm.
stuff, like, yeah, I knew this was happening. You know what I mean. I know this
Obviously,
is
yeah.
I knew this is happening, but uh, fucking. I mean, I'm glad to be working with all three people here. Uh, Steve and Coloki are in my top six of all time. Like, if I'm making a top six list, Avery, Jimmy, Taco, you, Steve, and Coloki. That's
Yeah.
my top six ever. Like, I
Mm.
know I've been here for a fucking year, but like, that's my top
Yeah.
six. But
Fair.
we've said it so many times. Misty is the fucking future. Misty,
Easy.
like you said, she's everything that people thought Vanish was. Now I haven't seen much of it Vanish, and I don't give a fuck. Like this, like I'm gonna raise my children one day, and they're gonna tell me, Daddy, who was Vanish? I'm gonna point at Misty, and I'm gonna say, that's who
That was
Vanish
vanished.
was supposed to be right there.
Who really was vanished? You see that guy right there? Yeah, that guy who got banned. That's vanished right there.
Yeah.
Vanish didn't get banned. I'm just saying
Yeah.
they had the cadence of someone who would. Anyway, um,
Fucking yeah. Misty is like 2025 Rookie of the Year, probably. Like everyone who's joined
easily.
in 2025, like yeah, fuck, there's no contest.
Yeah.
Kind of like this me in
Uh, who,
2024, but
who is it? You got like Misty. Who's joined in 2025? That
Miss
like
Misty.
Misty's the only one I can think of
I
immediately.
was gonna say Kyle and Tim, but that's just when they debuted in the MWA. Cause
They did debut, but even then, I feel like they've done nothing noteworthy, and I feel like Miss has had. She had a match of the year contender with Avery like immediately.
yeah,
Um, I think me and her had a great match as well. Once again, bias. But it's just like Miss has been having like constant bang. I don't think she's had a bad match in the MWA so far. I feel like she's had okay ones with like Brie and stuff, but like nothing bad, and I think that's just a testament to her.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, I
Future
think the
Spotlight champion.
only person for me who like I don't know that you could call them a rookie, but like in terms of people who are like coming back to this or like debuting in this, the only person who like comes close to miss for me is Rory.
Yeah.
Um, very very low, but Rory has been fucking spectacular. A little side tangent to BPW here, but they had a fucking 100 and I think 5 day reign it was, or something around that. 7 defenses in that time as well, and they've just had like this whole character resurgence. And think about it in the sense of DMK was like a solid-ish like star back then. Maybe could have been in the chamber, um, but then like everything fell apart, and then Rory came back, and has just looked incredible since then, really. And I'm so excited to see Rory get onto the main roster as well. I think it's long overdue when it happens because Rory's doing amazing shit. Um, but yeah,
Maybe
I'm
after
so
Heatwave,
excited. Maybe after Heatwave, I'm really hoping
the
so because I
Unleash after
really want
Heatwave.
to.
I better see fucking Rory debut.
I really want to see Rory in the fold because Rory's been doing amazing shit,
I agree.
and Rory deserves that push up to there with Mist. And yeah, I just want to see. I love seeing people like shit like this. Like Mist is like the way I see Mist and Rory is like they're in the same vein of like Mist. Sorry, that message from Cass just really threw me.
What the
But we'll get to that in a sec.
what the
Mist,
fuck? Oh my god.
Jesus, Mist and Rory. Mist is like this really amazing rookie. And then Rory is like I don't want to call Rory a veteran because they're not technically like a tremendous veteran. But like, there's someone who was here before and they came back and they had this resurgence, and it's something similar to me, so I can appreciate that maybe more than the average person. But like, I don't know, it's just so interesting, and like the fact that we got these like different forms of stars, right, in the MWA and the Indies. Like, it just serves to, like give us a really strong future is the way I'd put it, I suppose.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, I think the sky's the limit for both Miss and then Rory. I think Rory's got like a little bit more to do to like be on the level of Miss, but I think it's only a matter of time before they do it because they've been doing amazing character work recently, especially like on commentary when they start whining and shit. Um, but they're just doing great as well, and I really want to see Rory get their flowers just like Miss has been because Rory has been doing incredible shit as well. Anyway, side tangent over. I just want to read out what Cass just said that threw me and Colt for a fucking loop. Cassidy said, and I quote, "Do you guys think Mordecai and Rigby explored each other's bodies?" That's what threw me and Colt off because that was out of the fucking blue. First of all,
uh,
um,
I
I
was
just have
gonna
to tell them that he
fucking
wrote the pod.
I was gonna fucking say something about taking that sentence and applying it to Mr. Rory, but never mind.
No, no, no. You, I don't want to see you get banned for something like that, Colt. Please.
Um, no, don't worry. I'm getting banned before the end of the year, so you don't got to worry about that.
No.
Anyway, great match, good post segment. Really glad to be working all three of them. Let's move on to Rich and Avery because I don't think we have anything else to
Yeah,
say. Uh,
you do not. Rich and Avery.
th-
Hey, what a
three fucking
great first
tries,
time recording
three
segment.
fucking tries.
I think I medal clipped the second one. That is one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Where I just want to set the scene for anyone who might have not been there because this is too funny to not mention. But the first one didn't work because Avery's mic wasn't working. Unfortunate, it happens. Fine. And then we get to the second take. Rich stands up and he like says a little lines. He goes to leave the thing, but Avery's there, so I think okay, they must be doing it in here now. And then Rich goes, "Oh, Avery." Avery then proceeds to just run off out of the fucking room. And Rich is left staring in utter confusion.
So
Um,
good, so fucking good.
Genuinely some of the funniest. It wasn't even intentional, but some of the funniest shit I have ever fucking seen.
I was
Um,
losing my fucking shit, dude.
it,
Oh my
I
god.
was crying. This is so fucking. I don't think I've laughed that hard at something like MWA related since the ref fell from the sky last week.
Oh my
Like
god.
it was incredible. It was so fucking funny. But yeah, that was like the little outtakes. They were really silly. But the
Oh
actual promo,
yeah. So they
we
just
come to
say,
the
"Fuck
ring.
it, let's just do it in the ring."
Yeah, just do it in the ring. Which is funny because then Rich is like, Avery, you motherfucker, now have to make two more graphics for the editing. And yes, he did. But
Yeah.
who cares? Anyway, then we get into the promo itself. My favorite part of this was immediately Rich goes, "All right, production. We have more to say.
Dun dun
Please don't
dun
do any messy
dun.
mistakes." And
Dun
then
dun dun
Avery's
dun.
theme fucking hits midway through that.
Dun 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 dun
Incredible
dun dun.
bit. Production hates raising Rich. It's very funny. But now onto the actual like core of the promo. First of all, I just want to preface by saying, Avery, as always, fucking stellar work. I feel like you could put Avery in the ring with a bag of potatoes and she'd get some fucking art out of that somehow. I don't know
She's
how,
like the Eddie
but she
Kingston
would.
of MWA. Like, yeah, she takes a lot of inspiration from Eddie, but she's like literally
But she
Eddie
does
in
it
the
so
fucking
well.
sense that like she can take anything. Like, you remember that one
Yeah,
video of like fucking Eddie Kingston cutting a promo on like a fucking chocolate chip cookie? You ever seen that video?
I don't think I have actually.
I'll send it to you in DMs, but he cuts this
Okay.
like fucking all timer promo on a chocolate chip cookie, and it's the best shit ever. Take Avery Burns and put her in that position. She could make a fucking blood feud with like a fucking chocolate chip cookie, and that is a testament to why she is like, in my humble opinion, the GOAT. Like, that's not just me saying that because like she's my fucking friend.
Oh no, I
But
have seen this. Never mind.
oh, I'm not just saying. I'll send in the group chat. I'm not just saying that because like she's my friend. Because obviously, like, yeah, Avery was kind of like the reason I joined Minecraft to begin with, and I did that whole feud with her. But
Oh, that's fine.
seeing like her progression from like the Rainbow Warrior all the way to being a fucking world champion to just doing stellar work every week is just fucking incredible and just a testament that why like she's the goat. Like, you've seen Cruz and Nux say it, like this like she is a fucking top 10 all time in ring. Like
She's a
in their
star.
opinion. Yeah, she is a fucking star.
I've been fighting to get a fucking Avery match. Give me my Avery feud. Fuck. I just want to like on that topic before we get into like Rich's side of things. I just want to point out the versatility of Avery. Going back to the Indies briefly, she debuted Eternal Sylvie Robin this week, and she did, obviously that's the Tony Storm gimmick that she's doing it as her character, but she fucking killed that first promo as her, and I'm so invested in that character already. Um, Her fucking versatility and character work is like second to none. She can do like so many different characters and make them all intriguing. Like think about it, Shinji Uno. This is in the indie context of Shinji Uno, Sylvie Robin. Um, what's it called? Who is the other one?
Misiyanagi,
Missy Yanagi. That's it.
Natsuki Fukuhara.
Natsuki Fukuhara. Just all these
She's the
characters like
GOAT!
very engaging.
She's the GOAT, Dobby!
But
She's the fucking GOAT! She's number 1 on my list.
um, but yeah, no, Avery's just all round incredible. Um, and yeah, you can't say enough nice things about Avery.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then yeah, I feel like Rich is part of this promo. It took a minute to get going for me. At first, I feel like the emotion felt really fake to me. And Rich does. I don't know if you noticed this. But Rich does something like when he's getting emotional in the promo, he'll start laughing, and that really takes me out of it. And I noticed that here, as always. I'm presuming that's something he can't help, or something like that. But like,
Bad actor.
it does take me out a little. Jesus, you have it out for that guy. Um, something about it didn't sit right with me for a while. But then there was one point in the promo where he does like a really good yell, and then from there on out, I actually quite enjoyed this promo. I feel like his emotion finally felt real. Maybe he was like, he was channeling into your hatred for him on the last pod, but he sounded actually angry for a bit, and I got into it for a bit.
Yeah.
And
This
maybe
is.
it's just a case of Avery drags people up to her level, usually.
That's why
But like,
she's a
I don't
GOAT.
know. I think I found it enjoyable after a while, and yeah, it was a good back and forth. Obviously, Avery gets the better of it because Avery is just the objectively far better promo. But yeah, I'm excited for this feud. I'm excited to see what that like match end output is because it's like I'm I'm very curious on your stance on it, Colt, because you have like drastically different viewpoints on these two people. You think Avery is the best of all time, and you think Rich is an irredeemable character. So I'm curious, not only on your thoughts on this promo, but the entire feud and what the match is going to be like. So go ahead, take the floor.
Okay. So, I've already spoken about Avery. Avery's like possibly the best promo ever, and probably the GOAT.
Yeah.
I think Nuck even called Avery like the greatest promo ever in the top 10 like all time in ring, which I heavily agree with. He's cooking on that opinion. I've said this about Rich multiple fucking times. Like, he had such good momentum as a babyface. Like, he had all this great momentum behind him, had the fucking fans behind him. There is no reason to do Dark Arya at all. We've talked
Yeah,
about this
fair.
before, Dobby, and I will
Yes,
say on this
many a time.
podcast with my chest out loud, I would have popped harder if the Dark Arya was Omega over fucking Raging Rich.
Jesus
That
Christ.
you have to understand, Dark Arya went fucking nowhere. At least with Omega, he would have actually like tried his hardest to make it fucking mean something. He would have gone the fucking supernatural route. I bet he fucking would have, and it would have been
Probably.
100 times more fucking better than whatever Rich did with the Dark Arya, because it did not fucking mean anything at all. He wants to talk about like fucking like inner motive, this inner dialogue. That no, fuck you. That just it doesn't work like that. It just does not work like that. Like nobody's going to fucking care. Nobody's going to get behind it. Like the Dark Arya was a shit gimmick from the fucking beginning. Like I said on the podcast multiple times, I think the Dark Arya sucks, and I think it's gonna go nowhere. Like, of course, like the promos were like enjoyable to like dissect bit by bit, but
Yeah.
I was like, is this gonna lead anywhere? Like, we were all anticipating who it was. Oh, it's gonna be Coloki. It's gonna be fucking Taco. It's gonna be fucking Natty. It's gonna be Rock. Who's it? Oh, it's oh, it's Rich, and he's not supernatural. He's just holding a fucking belt in his hand, and and then he gets fucking jabroni. Then he gets jabroni in the fucking segments. He gets jabronied by Jacob Sterry. He gets jabronied by Jerry. This guy's a loser. Like I've said it multiple times. You can't get behind him because he's a fucking bum. He's a bum. He plummeted his stock by so much, and it is gonna be such a difficult task climbing up that mountain again to get me to like Rich as a babyface. Cause right now it ain't fucking cutting. This this promo's great. Let's preface that. This promo was good. It was a good promo from Rich. His best promo yet. Like his best promo ever. Probably will be the pinnacle of all his promos, unless he can top it. But you know, fucking. I hope to God that fucking Rich bounces back. I'm hoping he can, because he can be a good babyface. We've seen it before. His fucking face stuff as national champion was real fucking good. There was no reason to switch to Dark Aria. It killed his momentum. It ruined his stock. I don't want to see Rich as a baby. I want to see Rich as a babyface. I don't want to see him as a heel. He was terrible as a fucking heel. It's just like I know how this match is going to play out. Either Rich is probably going to get the win, and we're all going to be cheering. We're all going to be cheering him like nothing happened. But like I said on like multiple iterations of the podcast, maybe last week's or the week before, I don't fucking know. But like Rich's whole character should be like he tries so hard to be a face, but the fans keep fucking booing him because he's a cunt. So they should just
Yeah.
keep booing him. Fuck you, Rich. You don't mean anything you say. And he's trying his hardest to be this babyface. But then, like, he comes across somebody who is, like, the most hated person ever. Maybe it's, like, a Jacob Sterry. Maybe it's, like,
Probably my
somebody.
Yeah.
Somebody. But, I find Avery to be more... The problem with pairing Rich with Avery is that I find Avery to be more of a justifiable person than Raging Rich is. Like, I can't get behind Rich at all. Like, is he fucked?
Mm,
Is his career over? I don't know. Hopefully not. Because, like I said, I want to see him, like, as a babyface. I want to get behind him. But it's hard right now. Because it's like, there's the weird character shift is, like, hard to get behind. We spoke about this last week, Dobby. Me, you, and
we did.
Jacob. It's very hard. They get behind this, like, character shift. It's like, I don't want to support this guy at all. Like, this guy's an asshole. I don't want to. He fucked over his best friend. He made himself out to look like an asshole, and all of a sudden, yeah, Raging Rich. Whoa, we love Raging Rich. Fuck Avery Burns. Like, no, we should be booing this guy. Are you kidding me? Like, say some, Dobby. Say some.
Um, Hello. Sorry. Yeah, I think it's safe to say Colt is a huge fan of this Raising Rich character. Um, it's Rich is a weird case. I agree with what you're saying. Like, just on the basis of I think Dark Aria. The part that pisses me off the most with Dark Aria is the fact that it was just retcon. It's like, nope, that didn't happen. No, what's a Dark Aria? I've never heard of that. And it just feels like the way I see it is a wasted period of Rich's career where it like you said, it like just kind of plummeted his stocks as a face.
I'm so mad right now.
Um,
My blood's boiling. You don't even know. I'm rocking back and forth in my fucking chair. Dobby, I'm so mad right now. I'm so fucking mad.
yeah,
I'm
I
so
can hear it in the
angry.
voice. I can't wait to see the fucking video. I think this is gonna be fucking hilarious. But I see what you mean. I think it definitely plummeted his stocks tremendously, and I think it was it's the fact that he did it all just to not do anything with it that like kind of pisses me off the most about it. You wanted to do this Terra-esque character, and then when it didn't work out, you didn't like double down or try to do anything more with it. You just gave up, and that's what kind of annoys me about it. But I personally think he's doing an okay job at like starting to build up again, but I don't think Okay job is the way I see it. Not a good job. I think it's gonna take a while to like make him even somewhat believable again. But yeah, I don't know how else to describe it other than hopefully Avery is able to like use her magical Avery powers to bring him up.
If she can
Yeah.
make me believe in Rich again, I'll just outright say she's the. I will for 365 days. I will go into the general chat. I will type hashtag space Avery Burns is the greatest Minecraft wrestler of all time, and I will send it every day for 365 days a year. And if the server gets deleted within that time point, I will. I'll say it in Nuck's DMs, and if Nuck blocks me, then I'll say it in Taco's DMs. And if Taco blocks me, I'll say it in Cruz's DMs. And if Cruz blocks me, I'll say it in Avery. We're
I
going
think
on.
Avery would agree with that, but
Just go on to main event. Main event. Before I
main
blow my
event.
fucking mind, I'm gonna lose my
I hope
fucking
you have
mind.
better things to say about this one because this is
I have great things to
Smile.
say about the match. Not about one of the
Yeah,
not about one of the people in this match.
the booking of this
Yes,
person
the
perhaps.
booking of the individual. We'll get into that, Dobby.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Um.
oof.
So let's keep on the good things before we get there.
Yeah,
So the match itself, me and Doppel versus Jacob and Cassidy.
match of the year
Yay,
contender.
training. Oh, wow, Jesus. Um, I had so much fun with this match. This was so much fun. I love to get. I was so proud of like the tag work we did here. I think we both had like really good, well-oiled machine feels about us where we did these tag moves. Like me and Doppel especially, considering we've been teaming now for coming up to a year. Like me and Doppel have been in Smile, and like it's a thing of like we are the more established team. Like obviously, Cass and Jacob have known each other for like years and years at this point. But like, it's also the case of me and Doppel have been like teaming, and we're like way closer than them because Jacob and Cassidy have like a weird relationship with each other. And it's sort of like they get on, but they are also like not fully trusting of each other. I think that was sort of abundant here in like little cases, but I think we sort of told a really good story in the fact that like they and us both had like our moments, and they sort of tried to cut me off and use my hand and stuff to like get the win. But eventually, they got a bit overzealous, hit a double lariat, a double makeup break, sorry, on each other because they both tried to use my own move against me, and it backfired tremendously because I ducked and they laid each other out, and it was so much fun getting to script it because obviously these are three of my best friends in the community. What's it called? I'm going to miss the next podcast because I'll be in London with Jacob.
Yep.
Um, and then what's it called? Cassidy. Also, I've met Cass in real life. Doppel, someone I'd love to meet in real. I knew Doppel. I was the one who brought Doppel to the MWA because I knew them beforehand. So like these are three people I'm tremendously close with, and to like get to script a match that has been so well received, it was like so like it made me so happy. And like obviously tag wrestling has been a very divisive thing for a while now. Um, and I just feel like personally, as least biasly as I can say it, we've just had a really like we've just had a great time doing tag work. Me and Doppel, I think we're now either 3-0 or 4-0 in tag matches together. Um, and it just like I love getting to work with Doppel. I love getting to do a dynamic where it's like yeah, we're a well-oiled machine. We can do all these tag moves. We can just be really fluid about it. Um, and I just hope to get to do even more of that, even if there is no real tag division. I just love getting to do this shit. And like I said, with some of my best friends, not really much more I could ask for, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a great time. We can get into the sort of ending bit a little bit later on, but do you want to give your thoughts on the match itself before A, you crash out, and B, um, we'll just
I break another
talk about
headset.
what you say. Maybe that as well, yeah.
All right.
Um,
So match thoughts. This is my match of the night. Maybe a match of the year contender. I
okay.
said in the question of the day answers. I'll just tell you up front. I was jealous of this match. I was so fucking jealous because I know we've talked about the really shitty tag match I had. Um, yeah, seeing this match is like it made me so fucking jealous of you, Dobby. That's why I have you in my like top six ever. I don't mean to like glaze you or dick ride you. That's just the truth. I think
Okay.
you're one of the greatest of all time, and I think this match right here proves it for me.
Yeah,
Cause I've never really seen you have a bad match, like ever. Like every match I've
you didn't
called
see
of
the
yours
Aliku
is
match.
wait what?
You didn't see my match with Aliku, and you can't because it's not on recording.
I mean,
That was
I,
awful
I, I
piece of.
would hope I never see that because I think Koloki might just take your spot and it'll turn into a top five. But, um,
Damn.
yeah, this was great. The fucking tag offense was spectacular. Everyone was on their A game. Everything looked fucking smooth. You had the crowd by the balls. This was just a perfect fucking tag match. And, this being a match that I wasn't able to have just like made me so jealous of you. Um, you know, like I was excited calling this match the entire time, but I couldn't help but like within a little part of me be like, I should have had this fucking match. This should have been fucking me. What the fuck?
Yeah, I get you.
Like I'm like I don't mean to sound like an asshole. I mean I am an asshole, but I don't mean to sound like one at this very moment. Like I it takes a man to admit that like yeah, I'm fucking jealous that you had this match and not me. But I'm glad at the same time you had this fucking match because it was spectacular. I mean, look who's in the fucking ring. You got Jacob, you got Cash, you got Doppel, like four of the best fucking talents, four best fucking friends, just going out there and doing really good fucking shit. Because you all have amazing chemistry with each other. Because you guys know each other so fucking well. So it's no surprise that oh my god, you guys have a stellar fucking tag match in the main event, and it's a match of the year contender and probably the best tag match all goddamn year. Like that's crazy talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah,
Had
this match
great
was
time.
was the match itself was fucking fantastic. Now we can get
Yeah,
on to the running stuff with Schiff.
the running stuff. Yes, Mr. Shiffhead. After Doppel tags me in and we hit a fucking Spike Fire Thunder Driver, I really wanted to get that in there because I think that would have looked awesome in real life if you imagine that spot. Um, we basically just wanted to do like a Meltzer driver, but like in a cool way. And I love the Fire Thunder driver. I use it for Axel and UXW. And I was like, what if Doppel just picks them up? Think of you're a big fan of Jake something, right?
What's my name? Something. Yeah, big fan.
Resounding yes. Um, I imagine Doppel's like in a similar build to Jake something, and then like his fucking Fire Thunder driver is so mean. So I could definitely see like Doppel doing one of them, and that's why I pitched it here. And then I do the fucking like springboard flip into a spike, and then I roll to the corner. And who's out there? It's Schiff, of course. After committing arson earlier in the night, he has the title around his waist. Doppel was like, ah, for fuck's sake. And he's like, Dobby, I'm not going to let him ruin it for us. They meant to say us, but they did the letter U because they did a goof. Um, but then I nod at them, they go through the ropes, they hit the fucking leaping spear, start beating the shit out of him on the floor. Well, they hit the leaping spear button a few more times because they're a silly billy. Um, but then obviously Cassidy joins the fray because not only has she been trying to cash in on Doppel for ages, has a lot of history with Doppel in the training school stuff, but also Schiff was like her rival for like 6 months. So obviously she has like a shit ton of history with Schiff. And it starts a big brawl. I don't feel like, well, I don't know that it will like lead into. Sorry, I have the hiccups. Lead into a triple threat, but I think it will just be Doppel versus Schiff and then Cass tries to cash in or some shit like that. Maybe it becomes a triple threat because she cashes in. Who knows? Um, but
Yeah.
like, yeah, you can get into that in a minute. But like, in the sense of, I love Schiff getting like this opportunity and like we said earlier, getting a world title presumably short, but like just being involved in the world title picture. Schiff has been doing great work recently, and with the TV title, he did an amazing job. So it's really nice to see him get like, I guess his comeuppance in the fact that he's getting like this nice little push, and I
Yeah.
think Doppel versus Schiff will be a great match.
I agree.
Um, but yeah, that's me done with the match itself, I think. Do you have anything else to add before you go on your rant about what can only be described as Cassidy's booking?
Yeah, I thought the finish was good. You know, I thought, yeah, I mean, the finish was good. I think it was the knee bar, and then you transition to the bulldog choke with the good arm, and then you both get
Right?
up, make a break, and then Gonzo bomb 1, 2, 3, and then you get the match. Which,
Yeah.
yeah, I think.
That was. I just want to say before we get further into things, that was the debut of the Blessing in Disguise as a second finisher.
Uh,
Um, and then the Bulldog was pushing down to a signature because, like, if you think about it from the fact that Dobby's had a broken hand and like his other arm's also been targeted, he's not going to be able to like clasp the hands properly to like wrap his arms around and like wrench back in a fucking yeah. You're responding to that anymore. Anyway, sorry. Once again, thrown off by another crazy message.
yep.
We will not say that one for that person's. Anyway,
Also
so
said
yeah,
another
like
crazy thing that we won't mention.
yeah. Yeah, so like Dobby has like fucked up hands and arms, so it's really hard to like lock in like a strong bulldog choke now. But if you think about the fucking the blessing in disguise, it's just a like dropping someone on their neck, and it's like the sense of like you either way, like even if I can't lift someone for it, it's basically like a botched powerbomb in its own right. So I'm just dropping them on their neck, and that's effective to end a match, and it has got me fools as like Iron Man, so it's not like untread ground. And then I think this is a great way to debut it against Jacob and get a win over the champion to get me my main event match. And I think I'm excited to have another like really strong move to like help finish matches off now.
No.
But yeah, um, that's all I gotta say.
All right.
Um, go nuts!
All right. So I'm excited for you and Jacob at
Yay!
fucking Heat Wave. I think Doppelship's gonna be a great match. So
Yeah,
as far as Cassidy goes, I would sit here and be a fucking liar if I said that the booking of Cassidy wasn't fucking dog shit. Like, it almost feels disrespectful in a way, the way she's been getting booked. Like, it is deplorable. It's it's a big slap in the face to her for. Because here's the thing, Dobby, right? We both love
so
Cass as a friend.
we do.
I can
Yeah,
I can sit here and do this bit all fucking day saying, "Oh, you're my wife. Oh, I want to kiss you in the mouth." All that fucking shit. I can do that bit all fucking day. But
yeah,
we both know genuinely that Cass is our great fucking friend. Is one of
yeah.
our best friends in this community.
Hmm.
To see her get booked the way she does is almost kind of unacceptable in a way, you know? It's a big
Yeah,
slap in the face to her. It's fucking disrespectful. Here's a woman who can cut great fucking promos, who can have great fucking matches, both this week and last week with Misty. We have said that before. And then, you know, still get booked like she does not mean anything. Just waste 8 months of her fucking career doing fuck all. She has not done anything of significance, holding a briefcase that a golden ticket to possibly the most important belt right now, the belt that main evented the biggest show in the history of Minecraft wrestling, that is main evented show after show after show over the world title, has a golden opportunity in her fucking hands, and she has been booked like she means anything less than that fucking briefcase. It has become an accessory in her hands, and it pisses me off, and it has to bring in the question: does Nuck fucking hate Cassidy, not just as a talent, but as a human being? Because we, if you have seen question of the day answers, and of last year's questions of the day answers of Cassidy going like, "Hey, can you give me something? Can you give me something to work with? Can I finally have something that I can work with now? Not something that's not like short term, but with long term, with someone I want to do this with, and I want to do this long term program with somebody, and I want to make magic because she's very well capable of it. Is she not, Dobby?
she's very much so.
She
Yes.
is. And you want to know what Nuck's response was? Do you want to know what
Go
Nuck's
ahead.
response to the fucking matter was? I'll read it out verbatim. I'll read it out verbatim. August 11th, 11:29 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Nuck the Angel _ on Discord says, and I quote, PSA, endlessly complaining about your booking is not how you become world champion. What the fuck? No, not needed. Disrespectful as fuck.
I agree.
Absolutely uncalled for. That left a sour taste. That fucking irked me. Absolutely sour taste in my mouth. I know it's a sour taste in your fucking mouth. Sour taste in everybody
Yeah,
else's mouth.
no.
The
Yeah,
fact, the fucking audacity of this. I love Nuck. I sure as
yeah,
fuck love Nuck as a person. That man gave me a chance to do this is an alternative for me. And I have loved being here ever since, he's booked me in Takeoff. This man gave me
yeah,
an opportunity to shine in the alternative when, like, the place I was at before, when I was at Roblox, nobody fucking liked me. Everybody wanted me gone. I thought this would be the place that, like, a lot of people would like me and, would respect me. And it's been great so far. I love being here.
yeah,
But this is the worst shit I've ever seen. Like, him type. This is the worst shit ever. What the fuck are you doing?
yeah,
Like, this leaves a precedent. This sets a precedent to not only me, but for everybody else. That you probably just do not like Cassidy as a person, and you are probably more than likely going to have her fail her fucking cash-in, which is going to be
yeah,
so unfortunate and lead to a series of bad events. Because if Cassidy fails that fucking cash-in, you want to know what's going to happen? She's going to get fucking angry. And she's going to leave. And multiple people are going to get fucking angry as well. And you're going to see more people fucking leave. And that might cause a demise in the MWA. Now, I don't want to pinpoint. I'm not trying to say, like, oh, there's going to be a huge exodus if Cassie, fails her cash-in. And that's going to lead to a series of bad events. But like I said in Question of the Day answers, the patterns of Cassie's booking have been so horrible that everybody on the roster has fucking noticed it. Everybody. Almost everybody. And when everybody notices it, that's when it becomes a fucking problem. Because I've spoken with multiple people about it before. I've spoken with multiple people about it, about Cassie's booking. They all agree with me. It's fucking ass. It's bad. It's
yeah,
abhorrent. This is a woman who can do so much, yet you've given her so little to work with when she has such a prominent thing that she carries around. She has carried around that purple fucking briefcase for 8 months. 8 months of her career, she has walked around with a briefcase that has purple and gold, says The Allure on it, and what do? Nothing. You don't give her nothing at all to work with. It's an accessory in her hands, and I have never been more angry at a booking decision that Nuck and Taco have made. And I know Taco had replied to my thing saying that, let me go back to what he said. Saying something about the long lines of, only thing I can say about the casting is there's nothing personal concerning her or her booking. Things have just panned out how they did, and the future is yet to happen. Which, to my response to that, it's like, you had 8 months to give her so much to work with. She
yeah,
has the makings of a top heel. You couldn't have just given her a top face to work with and just have that be a long-term thing. Like, I know you did the fucking 6-month shift thing, but at least it was fucking doing something.
yeah,
At least that was long-term. At least, like, it never got stale. Yeah, that was, they feuded for 6 fucking months, but at least, like, it never got dry. Like, there was always something new in that feud, and the intensity of it just kept rising and rising and rising up until the breaking point, and that breaking point was such a great fucking match. That death match they had at Execution, great fucking match. People were
yeah,
saying, oh yeah, match of the night, match of the night. You know what I mean? Like, that was a great fucking match. And that moment where Cassidy gets fucking, like, 8-ball driver, I don't remember the fucking name of the move, like, off the fucking bleachers to the fucking tables, the light tubes, the fireworks, firecrackers. Like, that's a moment that's gonna live in history forever. Is it not?
mm.
Like, that moment's gonna be
No,
fucking
definitely.
replayed. Like, I put it in the intro for a reason.
I would say it's in the intro, yeah.
Yeah, because that moment is gonna be fucking relived forever. Like, you cannot downplay Cassidy. Like, just give her something to work with. Like, you can't. You just can't keep fucking doing this to her. Please just give her something to work with. The only thing you gotta do at fucking Heatwave, just give her the fucking belt. Have her cash in. It needs to be a successful cash in. It does not need to be another attempt because she has attempted one too many times and she has looked more and more fucking stupid. I don't want her to look fucking stupid because she has looked stupid long enough. So please, Nakentaku, if you listen to me, have her successfully cash in. I don't care whether it's Doppel or Shift that wins that fucking match at Heatwave. It's going to make sense either way. Will it or will it not? If she
It
cashes
would.
on either Doppel or Shift, it's going to make fucking sense because she has history with the both of them. But please, have her win the fucking belt at Heatwave. If Cassie does
Yeah.
not win the fucking belt at Heatwave in some capacity, I'm going to be mad. I'm going to be fucking livid. I'm going
Yeah.
to be fucking, I'm going to be pissed off. I'm going to be fucking angry. Because I already am right now. Like, I may be
Yeah.
smiling right now. You might see like a slight smile on my face. But holy fuck, it is so fucking. It is so fucking just. It's mind-boggling.
Frustrating.
It's
Mm.
frustrating seeing someone I really like, seeing someone I constantly have to scream and put over on commentary. I don't give a fuck if you find me annoying on commentary. I'm doing my job putting this fucking woman over for a reason. Because I wouldn't scream for a person that just ends up being a fucking loser. Because I know deep
Yeah.
down that Cassidy will not be a fucking loser in the MWA. I would not have put my time into this woman if I knew that she was going to be a fucking loser for the rest of her career. Because I know she's not going to be. I know she's a future world
Mhm.
champion, and she's going to be a world champion at fucking Heatwave. So the only thing I hope for is that fucking Nuck and Taco make the right decision and give her the belt at Heatwave. Successfully cash in. I don't care how long that fucking reign is. It could be for a week. It could be for 2 weeks. It could be for a fucking month. 6 months. A year. 2 years. I don't fucking care. As long as she has that fucking belt, do whatever the fuck you want with her after. Just give her something to work with. Just give her whatever the fuck you want. Just give her something. Give her something to work with. Please.
Anything, please. Just give
Dobby,
us
Dobby,
something,
please
please.
talk. Please talk before I lose my fucking mind.
I don't have anything else to add. I think you said everything I have to say. Obviously we're biased because we love Cassidy, but everyone loves Cassidy. She's an incredibly integral part of the community. She's such a focal point. She fucking runs one of the indies along with me and Jacob and Nat, and like this is like a second place. This is where new people come now, and this is where people go to like basically get ready for Unleashed, and she's such an integral part of that. And it's like she isn't getting rewarded on the main show for whatever reason. Sure, you could say trust the process or it's going to take a while, but it's been 8 months and she's done practically fucking nothing with it, and it's so frustrating to see because I asked for a feud with Cassidy and I'm glad I got it, and I think we had a great match. But the fact that what's it called? The fucking build to it, I think, was atrocious, and I was so frustrated with it because it was like just all backstage shit, and I feel like she was still doing like side shit with Tarah for it, and that's no shot at Tarah. I love Tarah as well, but like Cass has just been. I don't think having a case is like a case shouldn't weigh you down. I think you should still be able to have fucking feuds and good matches and not just have to be someone's sidekick while you fail your castings for 8 months. It's like I am so unbelievably frustrated, and I think if you were going to have fail her cash in, fair enough. Do it 6 months ago. Don't push it 8 months later, because if she fails it now, that is going to come from it is going to be horrendous, to say the least. But I just want to see Cass succeed because I have experienced firsthand how much fucking like effort she puts in, how much she cares about all of this, and I feel like the return in like her interest of this to what she's getting now is just very very minimal, and it's so frustrating to see as a friend and as someone who knows how good she can be. I think we've ranted for long enough, Colt.
Let's just
I
end this
think
fucking podcast already.
I,
Just say the
I
outro
think
already. I'm fucking
it's
ready to just end this recording. I'm fucking mad.
it's time. Yeah. Thank you all for joining us.
It was a great show,
For
regardless. We're fucking angry, but it was a
a
great show.
great show.
Yeah.
We're frustrated with obviously what we just spoke about, but we don't want that to take away from the fact that Heatwave is shaping up to be an amazing show.
Yeah. I'm
Everything that
excited.
looks prospective for it right now looks so fucking good, and I'm really excited. And please, 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 hammer it home and give Cassidy something to do. Like you
Yes.
said, even if it's like a short range, just have her cash in successfully. Because A, then she loses the case, she can go and do whatever, and like B, no more stupid fake cash-ins, which is unbelievably frustrating to
If
watch
she
every
fails
week.
this cash in at Heatwave, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. If she fails her cash in, I'm threatening this right now. I'm hopping off comms. I'm leaving the fucking game. I'm not gonna bother watching the fucking rest of the match. I don't fucking care. If she fails her, if she fails her cash in, I'll honestly sell it. But if she fails another fucking cash in, I'm gonna lose my fucking shit.
Yeah.
All right, I think that's
But
it from
yeah,
us.
that brings us to the end. Thank you all for listening. We will see you next time, where hopefully we don't have to crash out about this once again. Have a great day, night, whenever you're listening to this, and thank you for listening. Bye bye.